Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about my oldest makeup. The makeup that I've owned for over 10 years. Some of the makeup may be approaching to 10 years old. I actually split it in two categories. The makeup that is like in affect is very old, and the makeup that is sort of like a cult makeup that's been, I don't know, over 20 or even 30 years on the market and is still kind of up to date. We're still buying it and using it. So I'll start with my oldest makeup. Basically it's like a vintage, this is like a relic, so to speak, and that would be, it's not exactly makeup, it's a perfume. I owned it for 17 or 16 years. It's a Chanel Chance, their first Chance perfume, and well, I have a little bit left. I don't know if you can see. I don't use it anymore because it's really old, but I keep it as a memory. And yeah, this is, I'm keeping it. It's in my bookshelf in a Coco Chanel corner where I have my books about Chanel, and this perfume is there as well. Now, oldest. Oh, okay, this one. Probably this is by Bobbi Brown, their famous brick highlight. Yes, I own it for a long time. I think it's for over, I think it's like 13 years old. What can I say? I still use it. Yeah, I mean, it's powder and it's highlight. It still works. I don't know if you saw me using it on the camera, and it still works. I don't have it right now on me, but I use it all the time, and there are times when I use it like every day. But it's, yeah, there was times that I actually didn't use it like at all, but it's literally like in the middle is like a real dent. You cannot see. It's almost, yes, it's almost expired. It's not finished, that's why I'm using it, but it's the oldest. I think it's they already repackaged it, I'm not sure. Okay, Christian Dior. The packaging, obviously, it's a blush. They don't exist anymore. I think I own it for 9 years. I hardly used it though. I own it, but I hardly used it. I used it for over maybe 2 years. Then I gave it to my mother. And recently I was at her home like 1 year ago, and I saw it. And I want to have it back. She doesn't use it. And I just wanted to keep it as a, I don't know, I just wanted to have it back. And I still think it's a beautiful color. It's the color is called Pink in Love. I remember I saw an actress, I don't know who, maybe it was Charlize Theron, and she was in a Glamour magazine, and you know how they do makeup and they just put some, like they take a famous person and they put some makeup that to achieve this look you can use this product, and I saw this blush there, and I remember I loved it. Like I loved it the way it looked on her, so I remember I got it. And yeah, they're packaged there. This blush doesn't exist anymore, but I still think this is very beautiful. It has like light and deeper pink shade, and I have it, I keep it, and I use it sometimes. I should actually have it like use it on camera and show you how this old makeup still looks like. These been my favorite eyeshadow palette by Christian Dior. Their Couleurs famous. I mean, I still buy them, like also repackaged. You see, it's like a really thick one. This has been my favorite. Okay, it's like it's used up pretty much. These eyeshadows are beautiful. I still use it sometimes. And this in the center, such a beautiful glitter on the eyes. Also sometimes I use it. It was in Rose Ballerine. I don't know if they have the same, but repackaged. Probably they still do have it. My favorite, okay, with the Christian Dior, we'll have to finish. I'm a big fan of Christian Dior eyeshadows. I have many. The new Sun Couleur palette, I have many. But that's not the point of the video. This one is broken in half, but it also is like 8 years old. Beautiful. I cannot actually show it to you because it will fall out. This is a beautiful, like a dark purple mono eyeshadow, and it's called Purple Show. Very nice. I still use it. Actually, last week I used it a couple of days in a row. I just like a wash of color. It's very pretty. I'm loving this. Still using it, but it's pretty old. My oldest Chanel favorite, actually, blush. I think they're still producing it. It's in Espiegle, I think, color. Yes, Espiegle. Beautiful peach color. Chanel blushes are one of my favorites in general. I own several of them. This is the oldest one. I think it's like 10 years old. And now let's continue with the MAC. Okay, this one is Mineralized MAC Skin Finish Highlight. It's still one of my favorite highlights. I still have it. I think it's like maybe 8 years old or 7, but it's an old classic. Now, these like old, this is the oldest nail polish I own. It's 12 years old, but mind you, it still works. Do you know how? Because I keep all my nail polishes in the refrigerator. And so this is the proof that, I mean, I think I used it last year in summer. It's by MAC, is their metallic, what was the name? Soiree Frosty nail polish. I actually am loving it. And yes, I used it last year. And as a matter of fact, look, it's still pretty usable. Like, it's not, I don't know if you can see. I don't want to use it on my nails because, well, obviously it's no point, but yeah, I still can use it. I don't know if they discontinued this Fluid Sheer bronzing kind of a highlight, but I own it for a long time. I don't know, maybe also like 8 years or 9. It's my favorite. I actually still have it. I started really using it maybe 6 years ago. It's almost done. Actually, it's like literally like this. You need very little, but I use it in summer all the time, and I mix it with my moisturizer or SPF moisturizer. In summer it's go-to, and I use it every year. Very often I just use it as a kind of like a bronzer, liquid bronzer. Look, these products, they last forever. Even if you use it a lot, they last for a long time. These are the lipstick. I have one lipstick and one creamy blush. Okay, this is really the oldie one by Clinique Chubby Stick. I have it for over 7 years. Yeah, so it's old one. Loving this chubby lipsticks. This is actually in rhubarb, some kind of a... I still use it, actually. What is the name? Oh, yeah, Roly Poly Rosy. It's one of my favorite colors. Yes, I still use it. It's like a nice berry color, and nothing happened to it, by the way. I still use it on my cheeks. Yeah. Actually, yeah. It's handy every summer. My oldest lipstick, I think it's they repackaged it, but the colors, they still have it. It's one of my favorite, Beige Indecent by Givenchy. It's one of my favorite lipsticks. I think I own it for over, yeah, like 5 years. Beautiful beige color. I showed it many times on my, like, it's my favorite beige, basically. Well, I love the Shiseido one very much as well. But anyhow, this is my oldest one. Yeah, it's like 6 years old. Yes, I still use it. Okay, now is there... Okay, no, this is very old one. It's also like 7 years old. By Armani. It's eyeliner, but I hardly use it. It's actually green. Probably that's why. But I recently used it actually. It's like dark green, but it's very pretty on the eyelids. And in reality, you can substitute as a black eyeliner because it's pretty dark on the eyelids. It's like a dark grassy green color. Very pretty, but old. It's already, yeah, like 6-7 years old. The products that are called products that I've been buying for years, they're not very old because I just keep on buying them. This is Lancôme Teint Miracle, my favorite foundation. So, okay, this is also quite old. This is like 4 years old. This is an old foundation, but it's not, let's say, it's not that old. It's like 10 years old eyeshadows, okay? So, it's more of a new old. Now, loving it, you know about it. It's just most pretty satiny finish, goes for every skin tone. This MAC I own maybe 3 years, but it's not old, of course. It's there. It's actually repackaged. It's like already new. It's their finishing powder, mineralized finishing powder. Loving it. I love to finish my makeup with this. It just gives such a nice diffused look. It's very much like, actually the effect of it very much like Hourglass powders. Pretty close to it. The old classic, but it's not old. Like I bought it 1 year ago, but it's the most famous instant concealer by Clarins. Yes, beautiful product. I use it almost as of a, you know, covering my whole face sometimes, like with a sponge. Very nice under the eyes. One of the classics. By the way, this Clarins Beauty Elixir Beauty Flash Balm, the first time I tried it was like 17 years ago. I remember I was going to Madrid, I think. I was flying to Madrid and I bought it at the airport. And yeah, well, obviously it's not the old one. This one I own like maybe over a year and I still use it. It's such a nice boost, especially in the morning if you didn't have a good sleep. You put this on and it brightens up your complexion instantly, and I still think it's a wonderful product. It's not oldest, but it's one of those mascaras that this is the oldest mascaras that I own. Also kind of a classic. Well, yeah, this is like the oldest stuff that I own. This is the Lancôme, this Grandoise mascara. Yeah. Still loving it. Still like it and use it. Okay, Color Tattoo. Who doesn't own this? Tell me, who doesn't own Color Tattoo by Maybelline? I think it was like one of those drugstore eyeshadows that everybody was just needed to try. This is in, actually right now I have it on my eyelids. I have it on this color, nothing more. It's in a color, what's the color? Something like a metallic pomegranate. It's one of my favorites. I use a lot of it. It gives such a nice, just one and done eyeshadow. Okay, I kind of smudged it. It looks a bit dirty, but yeah. Have it right now on my eyelids and I'm loving it. Every time I need a quick makeup look, but kind of like impactful, I just go for something like this. And it's not that old. I think it's like 2 years old, but they've been forever on the market. This I keep on buying. I don't know if they discontinued, by this Baby Lips gloss by Maybelline. This is still my favorite lip gloss, by the way. And especially in this color, Taupe with me. Beautiful lip gloss. Kind of like a milky effect. Okay, this is very old. It's the oldest classic. It's not very old. It's Touche Éclat by YSL. Everybody knows about this product. This one may be 1 year old, but it's the oldest thing. Like, it's like their first it product, probably. And And the last one is the Poor Professional by Benefit. It's like, okay, it's not the old one. Okay, I keep on telling you. I already told you, like, but this is like an old classic. And I keep on buying it all the time. I have the bigger version somewhere. But yeah, this is I carry in my purse very often. And that's that. This is my old favorites and the oldest that I've owned. I still gonna have it. Collector in me. Just love collecting makeup. Not a lot. I'm not a hoarder. I dispense a lot of makeup, but these like have a special place in my heart because maybe they're connected with some, you know, I don't know, like situations in my life or somebody gave it to me, so I keep it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope it was interesting for you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.